Good evening, it's the Bulletinman joining you on this Tuesday night. It is February 22nd, 2010, or 2011 I should say. You know, I'm still in the 2010 stage, and I just wanted to drop in and make a video. It's been a few days. There are some videos up on YouTube. I went up to Kirksville on Thursday, and Friday Levi went up to check out Truman State, and while we were up there we got to go see Trinity at the talent show. Trinity Jean did a real good job, and you can check out her video. I posted that up on the website, and also have a video of me preaching on Sunday over at the Praise Fellowship Uncompromised Word Church. But I wanted to drop in and make this video broadcast. And I'm upstairs today because it's still kind of chilly down in the bunker, and hopefully you can see me all right. I'm kind of using this one light here, but the reason why I wanted to make this video is I got to talk to you about the folks in Hillsborough. There have been a rash of robberies and truly criminal mischief going on in the Jefferson County area. But the greatest mischief, I have to say, is what's happening there again at the courts. The court system is putting outrageous bond amounts, cash-only bonds, on just petty burglaries. One of them $150,000 for a guy who was just robbing change. He broke into Rosie's hair and Warner's Trophy. A guy named Kyle from Peevely. I think I know who he is. But he's a 19-year-old kid walking down Main Street looking for money to buy dope, I'm sure. The heroin has been really a problem in Jefferson County, and the law enforcement needs to really address the heroin problem. Of course, the truth be known, they're probably behind most of it. Folks, you got to understand that our law enforcement officers are basically in the business of creating criminals. That's how they get paid. If you don't have crime, then you don't really need to fund, like $16 to $20 million a year are being sucked out of the Jefferson County economy just to support the police. Now, we need police to take care of criminals and take care of robberies and this and that. But we don't need police shaking people down. While I was up in Kirksville, Val's dog got out, and they gave me a ticket for letting the dog get out. Dog didn't bite anybody, but that cost me $72. It was going to cost me $72. It was going to cost me another trip up to Kirksville. And unfortunately, what's happened in our country today is the police are being shaken down, or the people are being shaken down, I guess it would be, by the police. And when you do have real crime, then you have instances of these outrageous cash bond amounts. Now, earlier today, John Bowser, 33, from Hillsborough House Springs Road, assaulted his mother and father with a knife and stabbed them. Now, he's being held on $1 million cash-only bond. Now, I can see that. Now, that makes sense. The dude's obviously deranged if he'd go around stabbing his mother and father. One of the first commandments, or one of the top 10 commandments in the Bible, is honor thy father and mother. And in this matter, $1 million cash-only bond would make sense. But when you start charging $150,000 cash-only bonds to people who are out stealing change on Main Street, there was another man who robbed a store in Cedar Hill, and I'm thinking it's on Industrial Drive. I have no idea what store he actually robbed. Maybe the smoke shop there. I can't figure out what else he would have robbed. The suspect showed the clerk a shotgun, demanded money. He got the cash and took off in a white two-door car. He was being held on a $250,000 bond, I believe, cash only. And then there was another one here too I wrote about. On down here, I gotta say the Cedar Hill robber, $150,000 cash only, and the Big Lots robber, who actually didn't get away with any money. He's part of the cleaning crew and tried to strong arm the manager of Big Lots. He's being held on a $250,000 cash only bond. So, that's really my main concern, and why I wanted to make this video is these judges, every one of these judges out there in Hillsborough take an oath to uphold the Constitution. The Constitution, Article 6 of the Bill of Rights, says that no excessive bails and bonds will be extracted out of the people. And in petty robberies and robberies in general, when there's no one actually been harmed, property crimes is what I would call them. These cash-only bonds are just a travesty. And, I've got some bonds people who advertise with me in the bulletin, and how are they supposed to make any money if the court is only putting up cash-only bonds? It just don't make no sense to me. And I understand that we do need to deal with the criminal element. Robbery, stealing stuff is not good. Those are actual crimes. When you actually have something that causes provable personal injury, loss, or harm, indeed they are crimes. But the biggest crime, the bigger crime, I should say, is these outrageous judges. These judges think they're God. They all take an oath to uphold the Constitution. And the greatest threat to our liberty and to our society are renegade judges who don't honor their oath to the Constitution. And that's mainly what I wanted to say about in this Bulletinman video broadcast. I have just about got all the February bulletins out, and I'm going to lay low for the next couple of weeks and try to actually make some money. Look for a job. I haven't been able to find a job. It's hard for me to find a job when the state of Missouri puts a poster out saying that I am a threat to the public, when I have never threatened the public. Now, I could be a threat to law enforcement, crooked, corrupt law enforcement, and crooked, corrupt judges. Maybe I am a threat to them because I have the courage to expose them for what they really are. But when the state of Missouri starts putting a poster out saying that I am a threat to the public, along with a local businessman, Tim White, who's got a totally clean criminal history record, and they say he's a threat to the public too, all over the fact that the city of Festus screwed him out of $5 million. And it's really a shame. It really is. That woe on to them that call evil good and good evil. So that's really all I wanted to say about in this Bulletinman video broadcast. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. My camera's kind of been gimping out on me with my microphone, but I am speaking loudly. I'm using all my broadcast excellence that I've learned at the Broadcast Center. My goodness gracious, it's been 22 years since I got out of broadcasting school, and can't buy a job on the radio. I'm looking. If you know someone who's got a radio station and ain't afraid to tell the truth, then tell them to look up the Bulletin. Man, I'd love to be on the radio on a daily basis. And one of these days, I'm gonna be able to get my little transmitter. We'll be able to broadcast. I say that the radio station, the church in DeSoto, has been broadcasting now for darn near 3 months at 90.1 FM in DeSoto, and you might hear me occasionally on there. They typically don't let me on the radio very often there on that station either, but maybe that's why they're getting away with doing what they're doing down there. But I do love you, and I appreciate you tuning into this Bulletinman video broadcast. I hope to have a longer one. I know it's been a few days since I've done one of these. I'm going to have this posted here in the next hour or two. It is Tuesday night, about 6:30. And today is the 22nd day of February in the year 2011. God bless you guys. You have a great day. And remember, Jesus is coming. And as always, I ask you to tell a friend about me. I am the one and only Bulletinman. See you later. Bye-bye.